Oh, we've lost the toss. We're gonna bat first. Fresh off a score of about 1 million, we weren't too sure how we were going to go again. Oh, that's come off nothing at all. I think it's just my arm or something. No, it's probably a bye or a leg bye, umpire, thank you. Oh, that is great. Absolutely stupendous for 4. Boy, none of that. Well, that's an edge. I don't know where the keeper was going. He was travelling all the way down the offside. And again, off the back foot. Not sure if it will reach the long boundary out there. Probably just going to be a couple. So the short boundary here is through mid-wicket. I mean, that's not mid-wicket, but that's also the other short boundary. Up and over. And yet another boundary. Well, that could be the end of me, but it's not going to be. The power play's finished, 37 runs coming from it. That's not into the gap, but it's tight. Stoinis, I think, is probably out, but he might have got home. You never know. Stoinis out for 7. I reckon there was an opportunity to actually get home here. Squeezed away to the offside. Should be the 1, possibly a second. Edged, and that'll be the end of me. So disappointing, but we are going to go with an outside edge. Go to the keeper Billings, I think it is. Oh, that is nice. Should be stumped. Was it close? I didn't realise you had to appeal for stumpings. The Thunder now 5 for 82. Not sure how they imploded, but they have. And now a chance for me to take some late ones. And geez, the team has rolled through the Thunder. I've only had the 2 overs. They were relatively quiet, and the Stars winning by 33 runs in the end, with the Thunder making just 138. Adam Zampa's 3 for 27. Player of the game honours. Let's move Maxwell to the top of the order. I'm going to come down at 6 because I feel like we want to speed run through the back half of this big bash. We got 3 games or 4 games left before the finals. And then just who knows what is on after that. Now look, you would have to imagine that there should be a big, massive MCG crowd in here because of the fact that, you know, the Melbourne Stars have not lost a game in this big bash. They're what, 10-0? Something like that. Although, this looks like this could be the first time we're in a bit of trouble here. 4 for 121. As I am now coming out to the middle. Oh, geez, I've gone the slog sweep. It's a top edge. And it's going to go all the way to the boundary. Now, I don't believe we've used the power surge yet, so we can queue it for the next over, which I think will probably be the wise thing to do, is to use the power surge in the next over. Well, that'll be 4. That's a great shot. I can, and I can successfully. This will be 4. Over ends up getting 13 from it, so pretty good one from me. Alright, so we've queued the surge for the next over. I don't know how that didn't go to the boundary or was out or anything, because I want to have a look at this. This is very, very good from everyone. None of that made any sense. The ball should have really gone in the air the way I had the bat, but it's 4. That is the first 6 I've hit in a long time, and it's all the way to the Ponsford stand end of the MCG. That's a big boundary out there as well. That is a huge, huge hit. 151 metres. The boundary's not that big, but the way we hit it was. You know, we're going to get the single here. You definitely got home, right? Oh. Oh! Just when I've queued the surge, I chose not to dive. Oh, how close was it? This would be the second time we've run a bloke out in really unfortunate circumstances. Yeah, you can see the... Oh, dear. He would have been in if he dived. I didn't think it was necessary. And now Tanvir Sanger can bowl with the power surge. I think I've hit that straight in the air. Where is it? How high is it? Oh. Are the Stars about to lose their first game of cricket? This ball was in the air for about 15 seconds. It was in orbit. It had its own moon, it was that high. Gee, I didn't realise the Stars still ended up on 186. That looks close. And given. Big shout, big result. Baxter Holt's got to go. Has the review option if he would like. Doesn't want to use it. You can see here it was turning. It was probably holding its line to hit leg stump. 2 for 43. There you go. You can see it was turning back enough. Hitting middle and leg. But how do we end up on 186? That seems remarkable. Like, can I... We were on about 120 after 15 overs. Which means they hit 60 off the last 5. Even though I got out when on the 16th over. Something like that. Did a really nice job in the end. It's in the gap, that's 4. Bad delivery. Good shot. Look at so the Thunder 2 for 60 off their 8 overs. Well and truly in this game. Oh, that's a nice shot. That's 4. So Khawaja seems the key. Oh dear. That is a missed opportunity. It's 2 for 72 after 9. 7 for 126. Look at the wickets. 5 of them falling quickly. And now all of a sudden it's 20 runs and over for the last 3. So the Stars look like they're going to continue their unbeaten run. And it really wasn't even my doing. Oh, that's 4 runs. I suppose I should do my best to not concede 20 runs off the over, even though it is possible. Catch that ball, keeper. Saqib somehow gets some glove onto it. So Stars with a 27-run win. We knew we were going to keep going. Here was my one and only wicket. And Rainbird gets the player of the game honours for 3 for 21. The Stars train rolls on in bizarre circumstances. The fact that they have not lost a game in this Big Bash. 11-0. They've now secured first position for the Big Bash. So the Stars can literally do whatever. I am 3rd best in the player of the series. No one looks likely to beat Steve Smith, who is well and truly ahead of the pack. But we could still end up with the most wickets. Another game, bowling first this time. Or Chris Lynn's almost hit that straight to mid-on against the Brisbane Heat, who... They've probably been alright this Big Bash, but they're not the 11-0 Melbourne Stars. Are they going to be the team to finally give us our first loss of the season? I feel like Chris Lynn's going to be the key if that's going to happen, as he finds the boundary on this occasion.
Waiting.
Yeah, there's not a mid-wicket shot there at all.
Yep.
Oh, well bowled. Well bowled, well fielded. Oh, is that a run out almost? They've almost ran after I hit the ball into the stumps. That is quite unlucky.
Yep.
Catch it. Ooh, it was in the air for a moment.
Yeah.
That's away, and that's going to be at least 1. Second run is questionable, but they'll do it. Bryant finds a gap. That'll be 4. 1 for 62 after 8. Giving him the full toss, and Lynn takes advantage. It's 4. This time, he comes down the ground, and that's 6. And that's 50 for Chris Lynn. Okay, so he's started to find form now. And then the smart play of taking the single. The Heat just starting to get a bit of a run on here. They could get somewhere around the 200 mark, depending on how these final 11 overs play out. But it looks like they're on track. Especially only the 1 wicket down and 2 in-form batsmen.
Yep.
Oh, he's come down the wicket, Bryant, and that is over everyone. That is an upper decker at the Gabba. Have a look at that, straight out of the middle of the bat. Comes down again. Finds the boundary again. I think that's hit the fence on the full. It's 6. Okay, what's the strategy here? See him coming and
Wait.
throw it down. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, yes. Beautiful. So this has hit maybe the bottom inside edge of the bat. So Lynn's come down, yorked himself, got the toe onto it, and it's rolled onto the stumps. It's a very handy wicket for us to get, and unfortunate for the Brisbane Heat. And that will be the over finished. I end up with 1 for 40 from my 4 there, 2 for 106. I almost feel like I'm not going to need to do anything with the bat because our team is that good. And at 3 for 183, they have chased it down. The Stars go to 12 and 0. So with just 2 season fixtures to go for the Melbourne Stars before the finals,
Yes.
they play a return game here against the Sydney Sixers, who, not sure where they're currently placed. I know the Heat was in second position on the Big Bash ladder, but it'll be interesting to see where this match falls and how close the Sixers can get to beating the Stars. We're going to use the surge here in the 17th over at 4 for 140. We'd love to be able to get up to 180. And that's the first shot. That goes for 6 from the surge. You just got to imagine you've got to hit the ball quite effectively through the power surge. That's going to be 4, I think. Or it is well fielded, is it in the end? It was. So it'll be 3 runs to the total. Now Joe Burns finds a boundary. So this has been a great start to the power surge. Already 13 runs from the first 3 balls. Dwarshuis has been called Dwarsay by the ground announcer, and it's probably put him off that first shot, first ball, because I've hit it for 6 all the way through mid-wicket, and this is all of a sudden I'm in some fine hitting form. I'll get over him. It's not. So 16 from 5, 2 sixes. Didn't actually hit a 4 throughout, but the score should end up still being something quite competitive. It's Sixers 4 for 82 in response. I feel like we got somewhere in the 177 was the score. So it is quite a good competitive target.
Yep.
That's going to be 6. Okay, so the Sixers game on.
Yeah.
Goes around the corner, beats the fielder 4. Maxwell couldn't stop that one.
Yes.
In the air. No short mid-wicket fielder. It's the one. Overgone, 13 from it, 4 for 95. The Sixers have done it. They have handed the Stars their first loss of the Big Bash with a 5-wicket win. Wowee. So with 1 game left in this home and away season of the Big Bash, the Stars 12 and 1. As we said, no real motivation because you can't move. But it obviously will give the teams below you confidence if they're able to pick up the win. So the Sixers, they were able to win, secure their spot in the finals. They will finish either 4th or 5th. The top 5 is entirely set. It's just the placings of it. Although everyone is finished here. Oh no, this is finished. So the Big Bash season has pretty much finished. This game is innocuous to the result of who finishes where, because in the end of the day, the strikers cannot move from 6th position and the top 5 is already set. So this game is a dead rubber, means absolutely nothing to anyone. So I put myself at number 11, so we shouldn't need to bat. And the strikers have actually gone on to win. I've only bothered 1 over. And the strikers give the Stars their 2nd consecutive loss to the Big Bash. It was a dead rubber, of course, no one being able to move anywhere, which means we're 12 and 2 headed to the Big Bash Finals. It is an intriguing game, an intriguing result. They'll play the Heat in what will be the qualifier for the final. The Sixers and the Renegades, they are yet to play. The Thunder obviously also will play into the knockout game. But 1v2, the winner will go into the final. If we lose, we then go into the Challenger. So we can either need to play 2 games to win the Big Bash or 3, depending on how results go. We're going to do that in the next video. So thank you guys for watching. We will do the Big Bash Finals in the next video, and then we will find out what the hell is next for our world. Surely there's a T20 World Cup at some stage through 2026. We haven't been given any indication of that so far. Haven't been given any indication of what Australia would be doing. Saw a good point in the comments the other day. Someone said maybe because your summer was like double summer last time because we had the Ashes and we played New Zealand at the same time, that maybe we're not going to get anything this summer. So that's questionable as to whether that means that's why we didn't get anything over this Australian summer. But we'll see what happens when the fixture comes out in the next video. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all later. Goodbye.